All praises to Yahweh. Alahaino Bahasham Yahushai Basham Rakakwadash. Brakti Hawa, Brakti Hawshai, Brakti Hawa, Brakti Hawshai, Brakti Hawa, Brakti Hawshai. Slightly, this is more of a lighter topic. Obviously, the Israelite foreigners and the fact that we're scattered to the four corners of the earth and we look like everybody is still a big factor, because a lot of Jake that looks like the rest of the world is going to be saved, right? And we don't know who's who. The most grimiest looking Jakes are going to get saved, man. You know, and some of the most grimiest Jakes are going to be taken out, and some of the most cleanest looking Jakes are going to be saved, and some are going to be taken out. There's a balance in this thing, man. A lot of the Irish, okay, what do you call the Black Irish, okay, the Swarthy means dark skinned, were taken to the West Indies as slaves, okay? When you see the movie Braveheart, okay, those Edomites, Caucasians, have basically so-called, have painted the likeness of their images, okay? Pursuant to Maccabees, they've painted the likeness of their images. You know, they've so-called whitewashed everything, biblical art and things like that. When the Scots were fighting the Irish in the movie Braveheart, that was all Jake, okay? Jake was all clean, by the way. Jake was never wearing rags with their hair unwashed and faces dirty. Jake was very clean. The way we're clean today, even in this hell, even if you live in the slums, Jake is still clean to a certain degree. You know, like the brothers in the West Coast, they didn't wear designer shit back in the day in the 90s. They wore their khakis, which you buy from, I don't know, like just a regular sort of store where you buy affordable clothes. You know, you buy, khakis, you buy regular shirts, you buy plaid shirts, like a lot of the, Northern Kingdom brothers wear in the West Coast. Buy a pair of Levi's. What do? They iron them crisp clean. They're showered up. You know what I mean? Put their Jupe cologne on. Make sure that their chucks were clean, whatever, or whatever shoes, whatever clothes they're wearing. Even if they bought it from a charity shop, man, their mothers, especially the Issacharite women, would stitch them up, man. Make them look like, I don't know, parachute pants or something. You know how Jake does it? Like the Pachucos in the 50s. They bought suits from the charity or whatever, and their mothers would adjust it and they would style it out, man, look clean. Jake is always very clean like that, right? So basically, don't get it twisted with the movie Braveheart, okay? Now, all of them were Jake, and a lot of the Irish, okay? That's why I think a lot of the West Indians say everything Irie. Ire means basically angry or angry man, And the West Indies, they do, or the tribe of Benjamin do have that sort of aggressive nature. I mean, all the Jakes are like that. They're all aggressive, a lot of bravado. You know what I mean? But most Jakes that are aggressive and a lot of bravado, quite austere, are also very polite people as well, very, very fair. Don't fuck with me and I won't F with you. You know what I mean? And then on the flip side, like we've been dealing with heathen women, man, from the days of King Solomon and prior, man. Jake likes, women of other nations. And in one generation, I find it a perfect example of how a lot of people know this guy, Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan Tate. Their father is a so-called black man, okay? And their mother is an Irish woman, but I think she's an Israelite anyway, but she's an Irish woman, okay? So basically, it's an Israelite family, full-blooded, okay? But the Tate brothers look like light-skinned Latinos, But they're Jake, A big strapping lad, 6'3", 6'4", martial artist. Their father's a chess champion, ex-Marine or whatever, or used to work for the government. That talent, that's je ne sais quoi, that salt is there, man. And therefore we look like the world, man. If you see like a grimy white boy, so-called white boy in a Judite, predominantly Judite neighborhood, and they all look like Judites, and he's the only cracker there, or what you think is a so-called white, Edomite, a so-called white boy, yeah, and he's got that swagger and that style, he's not afraid, you know what I mean, and he's got that salt. That's more than likely a Jake, man. That's why he's in the hood, living just like you, but because he's got the complexion for the protection, he can get through certain areas and neighborhoods, because he looks like an Edomite. And you can look like your mother in the first generation. So how much more, you know, 4, 5, 10 generations in, man? I never know. I don't know about this Millie Z or Millie's rapper. He's a he's a rapper, right? I'm assuming from the South because of his accent. And I looked at him. I thought, okay, nah, this is just some, Edomite trying to be, hood or whatever, you know. Ain't got nothing to do with the tats on that because tats are wicked anyway. But I'm just saying he's just trying to act a certain way. Then I thought to myself, nah. Let me hear him spit. Let me hear him freestyle, right? And because that's his thing, and he says he spits. Then I heard his freestyle. Then I thought, okay, all right, not bad, not bad, not bad. And then he went in, man. And then he's good. And then I said through the spirit, I said, this motherfucker, he's definitely a Jake. He's probably Irish or something. And guess what? As soon as I said that, within 30 seconds of me saying that, he said that he mentioned that he's Irish. And then I knew, oh man, this guy is an Israelite, man. All right, I'm just gonna let him spit for about 3 minutes. Yeah, check it out.
Let's get it. We showing up live from New York. It's Thursday night. 617. Just volume in my headphones, right? Shout to Ski. Yeah. Let's do this shit right. I feel like I'm the most consistent. Woo. Saints and sinners out now. Blanca on the way. Wise B fresh home. Yeah. Let's do it. Look, Instagram is an addiction. Twitter is too. If your favorite rapper's pussy, you a clitoris too. I be on I-95 making vigorous moves. A cup of Henny to the neck, a couple cigarettes blue. I'm an animal with bars like I live in the zoo. Sipping this brew, you ever ratted, then I'm different than you. I really got it out the mud, they had to switch up the shoes. Came back drippy like my outfit took a dip in the pool. Ooh. All my life I put in extra work. Staring in the reaper's face, giving death a smirk. Preacher blessed me first, then I left the church. Trying to numb the pain, but all them painkillers left me hurt. Dead drunk, drifting in and out of consciousness. Over pompous shit, I could've took a Conquer trip. I pondered flips in the beamer, rolling ganja spliffs. And when that pack touched down, I'm like Gronk with it. Spike a off-white bottle and cop a new case. Perico out the pack, raw enough to numb a toothache. Yeah, I'm like Louis V the suitcase. Trying to make a killing off beats like I'm Blueface. You fake fuckers probably wouldn't understand this stuff. Standing up to bullies as a youngin' cause I ran enough. Now I'm like Gary Vanderchuck on a gram of dust, swammied up, quick to get a op bitch bandaged up. What? Them suckers know my pedigree. I'm a dog, only thoroughbreds mesh with me. I put my hustle in the pot and found a recipe to live successfully. Somewhere in the mid-70s, no stressing me. They think the comments is affecting me like I don't be in Beverly with model chicks caressing me. Hills popping pills, only trapping for necessities. I get a beat and make it rest in peace, definitely. Little corny rappers dissing, I don't give a damn. Your bitches slide like the doors on a minivan. I'm known to turn my haters to my biggest fans. Dope doing numbers like Nicky Jam on Instagram. Yeah. Static pass a bottle cause I need it. Every limit they set on me, I'll exceed it. The marathon continues, and not to be facetious, but Nipsey like the closest thing we ever saw to Jesus. So I hustle, stuff a couple peas in a duffel. Irish blood in me, I drink whiskey and tussle. Diamonds on my...
You heard it, right? Irish blood in me, I drink whiskey till I tussle. You know what I mean? Now, I mean, he's not as clean as other rappers and that, but he's got that Eminem vibe, you know. Sometimes we do get carnal with it because he does look like a devil, I ain't gonna lie. But there's Jakes out there that look like that, bro. Come to think of it, when I got family members that look close like that, but they're just a little bit more tanned. You know what I mean? More tanned, melanated and all that. And, because they got Edomite mothers and their fathers are, Israelite foreigners. Yeah, man, this is another example there. I mean, we're the most numerous nation on the planet Earth, so it makes sense that we're going to be everywhere, aren't we? There's a picture of him, and he's the only pale face there in his hood, because he's the only so-called white boy in his hood. And the rest of them are all Judites, look like Judites. And they're all cool with him, and he grew up there. You got Paul Wall, grew up in Houston, Texas. He's another one, definitely a Jake. Eminem, Irish, Scottish blood, But these Edomites think that these brothers are there. Nah, these are all. If you want to put it down, they're all niggas, man, with pale skin. Okay, they come from the nutsack of a so-called Negro or a native Indian, straight up, all the way right up to that line. All right, that's how it is. Okay. Okay, no Edomite is gonna be in a neighborhood like that growing up, man. Unless you're a two-time loser, and even if you are growing up in a hood like that, you're gonna be like either a crackhead or a heroin addict or some clown, man. You're gonna get topped every day. Someone who stands their ground, who blends right in and is cool with all the Jakes in the hood like that, is usually a Jake, man. You know, there's another rapper, I forgot his name, man. He went into that Christianity-ish for a bit, then he come out of it again. What's his name again, man? I forgot his name. Pyrex, yeah, Pyrex. Pyrex, check him out as well, man. His surname is McSweeney. He's Scottish. He's definitely a Jake as well, man. He gets down. He's better. I think he's really good, man. Yeah, another Jake. Oh, and that German rapper as well calls himself Jesus. Geezus. That's another Jake. I don't know what the hell he's saying in German, man, but he gets down. He kind of looks like Mike Tyson, but with pale flesh and straight hair. That's what I noticed, man. You know, we're everywhere, man. Matthew 5:13. Ye are the salt of the earth, man. Jake brings flavor to everything. Tattoos are wicked, but when Jake has tattoos, he tries to even listen. Put your mind back to like when you were in the world, which was fucked up time, right? When I saw Tupac with tattoos, I thought he looked. I was a younger man, but I was a boy then, right? I thought man, he looks cool. He looks tough, right? We're talking like 94, 95, right? So you gotta understand the mindset back then as well. Now, hell no, you know. So even Jake with tattoos, they try and make it look cool. Edomites just look like a bunch of gorillas with him, right? When Jake put tattoos on, even though tattoos are wicked, whatever Jake does, even if it's wickedness, Jake makes it look cool. Like sagging is wickedness, it's being a mo. But Jake makes it look cool, and the world wants to do it. Okay, when it comes to talent, music, rapping, every single genre of music, every single clothing style, styling your cars. Esau comes in the neighborhood, steals the idea of styling cars, sounds in cars, and now incorporates that same style in their designers that are straight out of the showroom. They black out the rims, they drop the car low, they put the thin tires in, they put the hydraulics in, they put the subwoofers underneath the seat or in the boot, you know? And they charge an arm and a leg. When Jake used to just buy a basic vehicle back in the day, like a 190E in the 80s, and style it out. Because I remember as a child, man, because all the Israelite foreigner guys in my neighborhood, before rap music even became popular, before they even saw car styles, were styling out their cars. We're talking early to mid 80s, man. You know? And we never had cable TV. Cable TV came, 85, 86 in my area where I grew up. And I knew that it's through the spirit. I was shook for a bit when I woke up. Man, I grew up around Jake. I didn't even know that we were Jake. And I always wondered why the hell we're so cool. You know? It makes sense. Okay, I'll just touch on a few things, all the inventions, everything that's noteworthy of inventions, from the smallest thing of face creams to peanut butter, to traffic lights, to heart transplants, to clothing, okay, to scents, aftershaves, clones, perfumes. It's all Jake. All Jake. All the beautiful long gowns of the Victorian times and prior to that, what women wore. That's all Jake. You know? That look with Jake wearing the high socks and the clothing they wore in the 1700s. That's all Jake. Jake was obviously more cleaner. Even prior to that, then Esau incorporated it when we were going down. We're the salt of the earth. We're everything, okay? The real English, okay, or Anglo-Saxon means the angelic sons of Isaac. We're the real English, man. If you want to put it in layman's terms. I'm an Englishman, if you want to put it that way, because I'm an Israelite. I'm from that lineage. You know? And through the spirit, I was probably here before, a couple of generations ago. I don't know when, but I was there. Probably some here. That's why I'm here again, right? Maybe, you know? Just don't know. Jeremiah 12:9. Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye assemble all the beasts of the field. Come to devour. Speckled bird, man. You know, some brothers are chocolate brown, some brothers are high yellow, some brothers are teas and tan, some brothers have got cream complexion. Same with the sisters. Straight hair, curly hair, wavy hair, curly hair, which you can tease out and become an afro like some of my relatives. You know? Straight hair, fine hair, really thin hair. Different eye colors: green, green, hazel, gray, blue. We look like everyone, man. We're the speckled bird. Okay? I got this theory where I believe collectively, right? When you see Israelite foreigner women, no matter what nation they're in, even the ones with the big bumpers and breasts and they're really attractive, I believe most of those attractive women are Jake. That's what I think in my head. Because Jake is collectively a very attractive people. You know what I mean? And our women are finer than you know what. Okay? I'll give you an example, like me being an Israelite foreigner, right? If you go to the Bollywood industry in India, Northwest India, that's all Jake. Why? Because they look mainly like Northern Kingdom and some Judite, looking brothers and sisters as well. And all those Bollywood actresses, I'm talking the fine ones that look like Northern Kingdom sisters, they're all Israelites. Because Elam knows where to get the women from and where to get the women that will do anything. Because Israelite women are fucked up all over. Most of those women are Jake. I would say a good 70% of the women in the Bollywood industry are Israelites. Because wherever Jake goes, Jake makes it, popular. You got Judite women in Nigeria emulating Bollywood dances. So what does that say to you? They know there's a connection, Eastern connection. Okay? Because wherever Jake goes, Jake makes it popular. That's why Bollywood is so damn huge around the world. Even Edomites are watching Bollywood movies for some reason. I know I'm a bit all over the place, but I'm just touching on little bits and bobs here and there. And through the spirit, if you've got a spiritual eye, I hope it all connects like I don't know, using the same analogy again, hope it all fits like a jigsaw puzzle. Now, for all any fools out there that think that you are so-called mixed or you got to be, both parents have to be Israelites for you to be an Israelite, no, you don't. Okay, that's why that term begot, the only begotten son. Okay, like Yahushua was made from the seed of man. Joseph and Mary had sex. That's how Yahushua came here. He was the only begotten son. Begotten meaning the Lord's son, the Most High Yahweh's son. Begotten. He was created through the regular human way of a man and woman making love romantically and having a child. Okay? All right? Like Isaac begot Jacob, so forth and so on. All right? In the family line. Numbers 118. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the numbers of the names from 20 years old and upward by their polls. You are whatever your father is. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Nakakadash. And just add one more scripture as well. I'm going to read Isaiah 11:11. I'll let you know that where we're scattered. I'm just running short of time because of work and stuff like that. But and it shall come to pass in that day, Isaiah 11:11, 11 and 12, that the Lord Yahweh shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, which is the Middle East, Egypt, Africa, Pathros, which is from knowledge the Greek areas, and Kush, which is Ham. Elam is India, Afghanistan, and Persia, and all that, Iran, and from China, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea, like Samoa and all that, And he shall set up an ensign for the nations and assemble the outcasts of Israel and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. Like Ezekiel 37, they shall become one stick. And what's that one stick, man? That 12 tribe sign. Let me just get that one stick. 37. Okay, Ezekiel 37:17, and join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. Okay. Verse 16, we'll start there. Okay, verse 15. The word of the Lord Yahweh Shai came unto me, saying, Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah, Yahweh, and for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions. And join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. Yeah? And what's that? That's the 12 tribe sign, man. We're everywhere. Okay, I mentioned the captivities. I mentioned that you are whatever your father is. Even King David's grandmother, Ruth, was a Moabite, which is a so-called Chinese woman today. But isn't King David a Judite? Okay? All you dumbasses out there that think that both man and woman have to be an Israelite. The man has to be an Israelite. The woman can be whatever. That's the beauty about being an Israelite male. We can have any woman we want. Okay, as long as she's fine and single, we can have her and have children with her if we wish to, if it's the Lord's will. And those children are still Israelites no matter what they look like. All right? Now, Dave Chappelle, for example, his wife's a Filipino, more than likely an Israelite, Nishikarite. Okay, because a lot of Filipinos with the Spanish surname are Jake. Or then again, she could be Moab. I don't know. But his children are still Israelites, even though they may look like the mother. They're still Judites. I mean, Dave Chappelle's grandmother is a light-skinned Israelite woman. Dave Chappelle's great grandmother was an Edomite. Okay, still makes him Jake. Anyway, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakak Badash, Wa Abad Babal, Kwam Yashua.